frequency or combination.
ये दिखा रहे हैं आप क्या चल रहा है चलेगा इसके लिए रिकॉर्डिंग ला रही है चल बोलने लगी अच्छे दिख रही है पार्टिसिपेंट कर रहा हूँ कर रही है भी कर रही है खुद कह रही हो टिकट का छोड़े जहाँ मर्जी बिठा जहाँ मर्जी बिठा
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Nidhi and
I'm Alok.
we are the hosts for the evening. And welcome to SUNAHRI SHAM, an evening of fun, frolic, music, dance and celebration. But before we begin, may I please request all of you to switch off your mobile phones or at least keep them on silent. Also, I would like to request that whenever the live performances are going on, kindly do not click pictures. The flash of the mobile, tends to distract the performance. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening to everyone. May I request you all to please stand for the national anthem. जन गण मन
अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा। विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा। तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे। गावे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगल गायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे। Now, like last year, today's event has been organized by the Family Planning Association of India Panchkula branch with gender equality as its central theme for the year. It is a serious issue, and yet, I can't help it, but I am reminded of a joke that I came across recently. It said, to all those who think that a woman's place is in the kitchen, remember, that's where knives are kept. And yet, on a more serious note, I would like to recite a few lines from a poem that Divya Datta had once recited. तुमने कहा था हम एक ही हैं, तो अपने बराबर कर दो ना। नापी जब मैं बदलती हूँ, तो दूध की बोतल भर दो ना। बस यूं ही एक है करके कहाँ जिंदगी चलती है। कभी तुम भी सर दबा दो मेरा, ये भी कभी कमियां खलती हैं। जब मैं ऑफिस जाती हूँ, तुम भी घर को संवार दो ना। तुमने कहा था हम एक ही हैं, तो अपने बराबर कर दो ना। And now, let us begin the evening with Kirtanam, meaning praise. It is an Abhinaya composition which is sung in reverence of a god or a goddess. In the lines of this Saraswati Vandanam, the Saraswati Kirtanam, the dancer seeks protection from the Devi Saraswati, describing her as the residence of Kamakoti Pitha and who holds the veena in her tender lotus-like hands. The music and lyrics of the song have been composed by Sri Mysore Vasudevacharya. Saraswati Kirtanam by Lakshman Kapoor Vinayak in Ragam Hindolam set to Talam Adi. I'd like to call upon the Chairperson, Family Planning Association, Panchkula branch, Mrs. Anita Batra, a woman of substance. She took over as a chairperson in June this year, after being with the association for 7 years. Having a great mentor in Mr. Vinod Kapoor, from whom she took over, and with her commitment and dedication for selfless service, she is carrying the team well and on the path to success. I now request her for her opening remarks.
Good evening, everyone. A grateful welcome to the August gathering. We are honored to have Mr. Vijay Vardhan, an accomplished personality, as chief guest with us today. We are delighted to have amongst us the National President, Family Planning Association of India, Dr. Ratnamala Desai, and the Director General of FPAI, Dr. Kalpana Apte, and the Deputy Director General Amita Dhanu ma'am. I warmly acknowledge the presence of all the esteemed guests who have taken out time to join us to celebrate SUNAHRI SHAM with us. We at Panchkula branch work with the motto, never lose hope. Remember, when the sun goes down, the stars come up. Started by the dedicated efforts of the likes of Mrs. Pushpa Khanna, Mrs. Veena Monga, and Mrs. Reva Gandhi, the branch today has achieved great heights. Thanks to all the past presidents and their committed teams, the branch has earned the reputation of being a vibrant, result-oriented team. Talking of the past presidents, Mr. Vinod Kapoor efficiently steered the branch for 2 tenures of 3 years each. Under his capable leadership, the branch earned many laurels. Apart from being a member of National Committee, he has also held this prestigious appointment at IPPF with headquarters at London as a member of the membership committee for a term of 3 years. And just yesterday we learned that this membership committee tenure has been extended for another 3 years. Way to go, sir. A special shout out to Mr. Vinod Kapoor for his Tan Man Dhan Seva Bhav. Team Panchkula has a devoted staff of doctors, technicians, assistants, counsellors who work under the able guidance of our General Manager, Mr. Manoj Garg. We regularly hold health camps. We impart comprehensive sexual education to adolescents. We have a vocational training center providing computer training, beautician training, as also tailoring and stitching classes for the youth. We also work closely with SAGS, Chandigarh State AIDS Control Society. I could go on, but my husband just sent me a kiss. KISS, keep it short, sweetheart. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the theme for today, gender equality. Ek ne kahi, dusri ne mani. So let's all sit back, relax, and enjoy the SUNAHRI SHAM. Thank you.
In a class, a girl was scribbling something at the back of the class. The teacher spotted that, went over and asked her what she was doing. The girl said, "I'm drawing a picture of God." Teacher said, "But no one knows what God looks like." The girl said, "Wait a while, very soon they will." Times are changing. Girls are able to view the world in terms of endless possibilities as a picture of their own making. We have a long way to go and yet to discover what such a world might look like. Teachers and educators are already doing their bit. We as parents have a huge role to play if we all want to see such a world. I take immense pleasure now in requesting our chief guest, Mr. Vijay Vardhan, to grace the dais for lighting the lamp. Also request Dr. Ratnamala Desai, Dr. Kalpana Apte, Mrs. Ramita Dhanu, Mr. and Mrs. Vinod Kapoor, and Mrs. Anita Batra to join us on the stage dais. We'll request the dignitaries to come towards the center of the stage, please. We have the release of souvenir now. And may I request our steering committee members, Mr. Praveen Goyal and Ms. Palika Monga, to come on the dais, please. Thank you so much, everyone. I request you to take your seats, please.
And now, it is with great delight that I introduce to you all a person who really needs no introduction, Professor Dr. Ratnamala Desai, the National President, Family Planning Association, India. She is the Principal, SDM College of Medical Sciences, Dharwad, Chairperson of the Branch Steering Committee, FPAI Dharwad Branch, Country Coordinator, Geneva Foundation of Medical Education, Geneva, Switzerland, and an expert group member of comprehensive abortion care at the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. She has been recognized as Emeritus Master Trainer for Contraceptive Implants, awarded with Vidya Jeeva Ratna by JSS Institute of Economic Research, Vidyagiri, Dharwad, and has also got the Lifetime Achievement Award by KSOGA in recognition of her outstanding service towards womanhood and medical education. Dr. Ratnamala Desai, I would request you to please come here and share a few words with us.
Namaskar. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm extremely happy to be here amidst you for the SUNAHRI SHAM. I congratulate the chairperson, Mrs. Anita Batra, and all the volunteers for having organized such a beautiful event. I'm very proud to be here representing an organization which serves the poor, the marginalized, and the underserved. I would like to mention here that the Panchkula branch is doing exemplary work for the upliftment of the people who are marginalized. Very aptly, the theme for this year has been gender equality. Gender equity, meanwhile, is about fairness, to ensure everyone has equal opportunities, and we need to consider privilege, bias, and other parameters that can limit how people access opportunities. I thank all the donors for their generosity. I can assure you that all that your donation has been given will go for the best cause. Thank you everyone. Thank you very much for having me here, and it has been a great pleasure. This has been my second time at SUNAHRI SHAM, and I love to enjoy music, and I hope all of you will enjoy this music. Thank you so much.
Dr. Desai, if you could please stay back. I would now request Mr. Vinod Kapoor to please come here and felicitate Dr. Desai.
As you sit back and think, today's world in general, women are underrepresented in leadership. WhatsApp tells us numerous stories of women in CEO-like positions, but does not tell us that women hold only about 5% of these positions today. This needs change. The story has to begin at home. We need to empower our children, make them confident, irrespective of their gender. Talking of CEO positions, I wish to now introduce Dr. Kalpana Apte, the CEO and Director General of Family Planning Association of India. She is a medical doctor with a Master of Public Health in Human Sexuality from the United States. A well-known expert in the field of sexual reproductive health rights, she is a thought leader. Contraceptive technology, quality of service, and reproductive rights are some of the key areas of her interest. She is a member of various national and international advisory committees. Please welcome Dr. Kalpana Apte, Director General, FPA, with a tremendous sense of purpose to share her views.
Good evening. It's an immense pleasure to be here this evening. I remember when we started the editions of SUNAHRI SHAM, it started really in Panchkula. The branch said that year that we will do it, and you are the only branch who has done it successively for 3 times, so congratulations. Anita ma'am and Kapoor sir and everybody from Panchkula. Congratulations, you are the only branch who has done it for 3 times. Talking about gender, it's an old world, and in that world, gender has been a relatively new word. Say 50 years or so we've been talking about gender. For a very long time, gender used to mean feminism, about women. Gender means it's about women. Actually, gender used to be binary, 2 people, men and women. But now we move on, the world evolves, the meanings of the same word evolve. And now gender means no more than women or men. It also encompasses many other people who want to be what they want to be. And gender used to be assigned by the world around us, but it's no longer true. Gender can be decided by ourselves, myself. I can decide what I want to be, a man or a woman or both or neither. So it's a little strange because to uninitiated, however that can be possible because we understand that gender is equal to biology. But you know, a very famous author, Yuval Noah Harari, if you have read him, he says that biology actually gives us freedom and the culture actually inhibits. Culture inhibits biology. So culturally, we have said that people with one set of reproductive organs are going to be men and one set of reproductive organs are going to be women. But it's culture which defines, biology enables. And so, friends, we are here to celebrate evolution of gender and elimination of people not being equal. All genders, all people should have equal opportunities. They may not be physically equal because there are different physiologies, but opportunities and the world around us should treat us the same and should be equal for everybody. So let's today celebrate gender. Let's today look for the triumph of an equal society over an unequal society which really subjugates a set of people just because they are born with a set of reproductive organs and therefore they are assigned a role and therefore they must have somewhat a little lesser life. No longer true, and this evening actually embodies the fact that FPA India, along with all of you, we celebrate humanity, we celebrate people. So let's enjoy this evening. Thank you for having me. It's such an immense pleasure. Thank you. Hello?
May I once again request Mr. Vinod Kapoor to felicitate, please.
I would now like to request Mrs. Anita Batra to please come and introduce our chief guest for the day.
Vijay Vardhanji is a graduate and postgraduate in history from St. Stephen's, Delhi University. He joined the Indian Police Service in 1984 and the Indian Administrative Service in 1985 and was allocated the Haryana cadre. In his distinguished career, he has held important assignments like Home Secretary, Haryana, Financial Commissioner Revenue, Secretary to Governor of Haryana, Chairman Haryana Tourism Corporation, Chairman Haryana State Pollution Control Board, and Principal Secretary, Tourism and Renewable Energy Departments. As Administrator, Haryana Urban Development Authority, Gurgaon and Panchkula, he was instrumental in catalyzing the industrial, residential and commercial development of Gurgaon, Panchkula and various towns of Haryana. Vijay ji is drawn to the mystic and has a deep, abiding interest in Sufism and Taoism. A keen historian, he has authored 7 books till now. He was chosen by the United Nations Development Programme to undergo an advanced course in urban development and regeneration in Singapore, Malaysia and Indonesia. Vijay ji has contributed to the preservation and celebration of our heritage by conceiving the Pinjore Heritage Festival, Kartik Utsav at Raja Nehar Singh's Palace, and restoration of the ancient Mata Mansa Devi Temple at Panchkula. A voiceover artist, he lends his voice regularly to documentary films, theatre, social causes and poetry festivals. Vijay ji joined the School of Liberal Arts and Humanities after his retirement in November 2021. Vijay ji was sworn in on March 2022 as the Chief Information Commissioner of Haryana. I now request Vijay ji to come and enlighten us with his words of wisdom. Ladies and gentlemen, Vijay ji.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, my congratulations to Nidhi Kapoor and Colonel Alok for being such brilliant compares. To the chairperson, Mrs. Anita Batra, Mrs. Palika Moga, Mrs. Rashi Adlakha, Mr. Manoj Kumar, Mr. Vinod Kapoor, and our distinguished guests from Dharwad and Mumbai, Dr. Ratnamala Desai, Dr. Kalpana Apte. It's indeed a privilege that you traveled all the way from Dharwad and Mumbai to be here amongst us. It gives me great joy to be a part of the Family Planning Association of India's Panchkula's branch, SUNAHRI SHAM, a fund-raising event. It is a matter of great satisfaction that established in 1949 and a founder member of the International Planned Parenthood Federation, this association is recognized as India's largest sexual and reproductive health social impact organization. We're working sincerely since the last 6 decades with poor, challenged, and marginalized communities in our country. I've always maintained that the might of a nation or a civilization will never be judged in history by the size of its GDP or its foreign reserves or the might of its army, but the respect, empathy, and honor and recognition it confers on its citizens, on its social workers, NGOs, activists, who step out of their comfort zones every day to lend a helping hand to those who are not as fortunate or privileged because of the accident of the birth. So a big thank you to all of you for giving me the privilege to be here amongst you. We must, as a nation and as a people, continue to work for those who have been challenged and deprived of opportunities since centuries, and for those who have been living on the margins of opportunities and hope. From our cradles to our graves, there is a vector factor in all human flourishing and floundering. That is, we may not always be successful, we may not always be rich, we may not always be popular, but we can always be concerned. And this deep compassion and concerned consciousness is the turf, terrain, and leitmotif of all great nations and all great civilizations. Gender equality today's topic and theme is not as commonly perceived as a battle of the genders. It is a battle that men and women must wage side by side together. For work and care should not sit at opposite ends and ought not to be a hard choice for women. Therefore, we need to urgently rewrite the rules when they perpetuate and prolong injustice to women. Gender equality is the long overdue, unfinished business of the century. There is no such thing as a woman who does not work, and there is no such thing as a woman who is not overworked or who is overpaid. As Mazaj, the great poet from my hometown Lucknow, once famously said, "तेरे माथे पे ये आंचल बहुत ही खूब है लेकिन, तेरे माथे पे ये आंचल बहुत ही खूब है लेकिन, तो इस आंचल से परचम बना लेती तो अच्छा था." I have always, as a student of history, I have always believed that it is the dreamers, it is the non-conformists, and it's the people who think differently who are often ostracized for the same very purpose, who are ahead of the times, are the people who are the change makers, the thought leaders. Because if we don't dream about a more just and humane society, how would the change occur? So I'll conclude my address to you with one of my favorite poems from a very favorite poet of mine called Ahmad Farasa. He wrote about the power of dreams. And he said, "ख्वाब मरते नहीं, ख्वाब कभी मरते नहीं, ख्वाब तो रोशनी है, नवा है, हवा है, जो काले पहाड़ों से रुकते नहीं, जुल्म के दोज़खों से भी फूटते नहीं, ख्वाब मरते नहीं, रोशनी और नवा और हवा के अलम मक्तलों में पहुँच कर भी झुकते नहीं, ख्वाब मरते नहीं, ख्वाब तो हर्फ हैं, ख्वाब तो नूर हैं, ख्वाब सुकरात हैं, ख्वाब मंसूर हैं, ख्वाब कभी मरते नहीं." So let us keep dreaming for a more prosperous and just and gender equal society. When Palika Momaji rang me up and invited me for this function, I said yes to her immediately, but I also wondered that why should civil servants be called as the chief guest? These are occasions when activists and workers like you, who have given their lifetime, should be the chief guests actually, but it's a privilege that you thought of me. And as Janisar Akhtar Sahab once said, कि आपकी नवाजिश, आपकी सरपरस्ती, वरना क्या मेरा वजूद और क्या मेरी हस्ती। शुक्रिया।
Thank you, sir. Can I please request you to stay for a moment? And now I'd like to request Alida ji to please come and felicitate our chief guest. Time for the lucky dip. Let's see who gets the prize.
So ladies and gentlemen, the first lucky dip of the evening, it's a lucky dip with a difference. No tickets, no coupons for this lucky dip. It's only based on the seats that you're sitting on. Irrespective of the seat numbers that you're carrying on the cards that you have, it's actually the physical seats that you are occupying. And there's one rule, because I see lots of vacant spaces also. So otherwise we'll carry on taking out slips only if nobody is sitting on that chair. So whatever number is now being taken out by Vijayji, I'll announce that number, and whatever seat number is there, the row remains the same. If there is nobody sitting on that seat, we'll go upwards. So for example, if it's 6, then we go 7, 8, 9. Whosoever is sitting on the 7 or 8 or 9 gets it. So this one we got a row number R. It's a row number R and seat number is 1. So if nobody is there on R1, whosoever is sitting closest, please come. Anyone? I think nobody in row R. Okay, the seat number remains the same, number 1, and the row this time is I. So I row and seat number 1, anyone sitting? Please come. So Shivani gets it.
Congratulations, Shivani ji. And now continuing with the poem that I had started when we started our program. मत करो वादे जन्मों के, इस पल खुशी की वजह दो ना। कभी बाजारों से ध्यान हटे तो मकान को घर भी कर दो ना। आओ पास बैठो, कुछ बातें करें, कभी दिल के जख्म भी भर दो ना। क्यों कहना पड़ता है ये, तुम एहसासों को समझो ना। तुमने कहा था हम एक ही हैं, तो अपने बराबर कर दो ना। मूविंग फॉरवर्ड, हम एक तरफ तो हम नारी को देवी स्वरूपा दुर्गा कहते हैं, तो वहीं कहीं हम नारी का अनादर भी कर देते हैं। एक तरफ तो हम देखते हैं कि नारियां आज दुनिया के हर एक सर्वश्रेष्ठ पद पर विराजमान है, तो वहीं कभी कभी हम उसे बहुत कम भी आंक जाते हैं। ऐसी ही इसी से जुड़ी एक झांकी तू ही शक्ति प्रस्तुत करने आ रही है प्रसन्न चेतस फाउंडेशन की तरफ से विद्यार्थियों की एक टोली। a beautiful performance. ये बच्चे हमारे शाहपुर कॉलोनी सेक्टर 38 चंडीगढ़ में हैं और प्रसन्न चेतस फाउंडेशन से जुड़े हुए हैं. प्लीज गिव देम अ ह्यूज राउंड ऑफ अप्लॉज. Thank you so much.
So before going any forward, I, ladies and gentlemen, introduce Parika ji as the member of the steering committee, but we recognize her presence as our vice chairperson in FTA Panchkula branch and also the joint honorary treasurer in FTA India. So gender-based violence and sexual harassment are the stigma in our society across the world. Whichever the country, humans are same. let us take a pledge today to promote gender equality and do whatever we can towards that end. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Team Armo performing for us today. Dr. Arun Kant, the music coordinator, is well known with his band for organizing Rafi Night, Kishore Night, and other such musical programs at Tagore Theatre and other venues in Chandigarh. I now hand over to him to regale you with his music. Over to you, Arunji.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm feeling honored to address such an intellectual, august gathering, thinkers who are shaping the society. I was thinking about this topic which you are covering today, you are addressing. Not much to say because it is a very sensitive issue, and you people are more knowledgeable than we people are, because you are thinkers, you shape the society and lead the society to a better future. Thank you very much. As I am anchoring this show, this slot, I am from Arma Band. I just want to introduce. Arma Band is there for the last 10 years. Can I just, because I have a little bit taller. For the last 10 years, Arma Band is there in this Tri-City, entertaining people with the music, Bollywood music, some ghazals, some bhajans, as the occasion arises. Today we have been given this opportunity to entertain you people. So let me introduce, these are musicians who will be putting their heart and soul today. Mr. Narendra, Mr. Surinder, Mr. Rajendra, Mr. Ramesh, Mr. Deepak, and Mr. on the drum. And Mr. Arun Kant, who will be arranging the music. Arma Band, he is the director of the Arma Band, and Arma Band is, mentored by Mr. Raman Kant, who is his brother from Canada. So we are from Arma Band. So to start with, I'll just quote. First of all, मेरे बारे में कोई राय मत बनाना है गालिब, मेरे बारे में कोई राय मत बनाना है गालिब, मेरा वक्त भी बदलेगा तेरी राय में. And for you people, I'll just say, जो दिल के खूबसूरत हो, खुदा ने ऐसे लोग कम बनाए हैं. जो दिल के खूबसूरत हो, खुदा ने ऐसे लोग कम बनाए हैं. जिन्हें ऐसा बनाया है खुदा ने, आज वो हमारी महफिल में आए हैं. नारी शक्ति की बात हुई थी, तो नारी शक्ति का आदर करते हुए, नारी का आदर करते हुए, I'll just invite Miss Jaspreet. She will be presenting, singing a song for you. जाइए आप कहाँ जाएंगे, ये नजर लौट के ले आएगी. इंटेलेक्चुअलिज्म जो है उसमें डिविनिटी होती है, और म्यूजिक में भी डिविनिटी होती है, आपको एक कनेक्ट करेगा. ये गीत जो है मेरे सनम से है, 1965 में आई थी. आशा पारख जी इसकी हीरोइन थी और विश्वजीत इसके हीरो थे. म्यूजिक डायरेक्टर ओपी नैयर एंड लिरिसिस्ट मजरू सुल्तानपुरी जी. आप सबने देखिए प्लीज.
Hello. Hello.
जा
Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening, all of you.
ये रातें ये मौसम नदी का किनारा ये चंचल हवा ये रातें ये मौसम नदी का किनारा ये चंचल हवा
So we have a lot of talent in Chandigarh, and as well as singing talent. Ladies and gentlemen, we have amongst us Mr. Ashim Nagpal, an artist in his own right, with passion for singing, and he is based out of Ludhiana. He is a B.Tech chemical in the business of watches and jewelry retail, Mr. Ashim Nagpal.
Thank you. Just taking a minute. Chill.
फाउंडेशन के एक उम्दा पहल आज़ादी प्रोजेक्ट के स्टूडेंट्स आएंगे जो अपनी कला के माध्यम से न केवल आपका मनोरंजन करेंगे बल्कि एक बहुत अहम संदेश भी देंगे। महिलाओं के साथ सदियों से होते आ रहे शोषण से अवगत कराते हुए ये नन्हे कलाकार महिलाओं के आज के स्वरूप व उनके विभिन्न पदों का विशेष नमूना भी पेश करेंगे। तो आइए देखते हैं यह माइन एक गूढ़ और बेजुबान प्रस्तुति, नहीं बेचारी आज की नारी।
तू खुद की खोज में निकल, किस लिए हताश है? तो चल, तेरे वजूद की समय को भी तलाश है, समय को भी तलाश है। जो तुझसे लिपटी बेड़ियां, समझ ले इनको वस्त्र। तू खुद की खोज में निकल, किस लिए हताश है? तो चल, तेरे वजूद की समय को भी तलाश है, समय को भी तलाश है। जो तुझसे लिपटी बेड़ियां, समझ ले इनको वस्त्र। जो तुझसे लिपटी बेड़ियां, समझ ले इनको वस्त्र तू। ये बेड़ियां निकाल के बना ले इनको शस्त्र तू, बना ले इनको शस्त्र तू। तो खुद की खोज में निकल, तो किस लिए हताश है? तो चल, तेरे वजूद की समय को भी तलाश है, समय को भी तलाश है। चरित्र जब पवित्र है, तो क्यों है ये दशा तेरी? चरित्र जब पवित्र है, तो क्यों है ये दशा तेरी? ये पापियों को हक नहीं कि नहीं परीक्षा तेरी, कि नहीं परीक्षा तेरी। तो खुद की खोज में निकल, तो किस लिए हताश है? तो चल, तेरे वजूद की समय को भी तलाश है। जला के भस्म कर उसे जो क्रूरता का जाल है। जला के भस्म कर उसे जो क्रूरता का जाल है। तू आरती की नौ नहीं, तू क्रोध की मशाल है, तू क्रोध की मशाल है। तो खुद की खोज में निकल, किस लिए हताश है? तो चल, तेरे वजूद की समय को भी तलाश है, समय को भी तलाश है। चुनर आगे ध्वज बना, गगन में कबकबाएगा। चुनर आगे ध्वज बना, गगन में कबकबाएगा। अगर तेरी चुनर गिरी, तो एक भूकंप आएगा, एक भूकंप आएगा। तो खुद की खोज में निकल, तो किस लिए हताश है? तो चल, तेरे वजूद की समय को भी तलाश है, समय को भी तलाश है।
मैं रिक्वेस्ट करूंगी सभी बच्चों से कि प्लीज स्टेज पे आ जाए। I would now like to call Miss Manjula Solaria on stage, Founder Director Prasann Chetas Foundation, NGO with a vision to create a healthier, safer and an abuse-free world for children and women. Miss Manjula Solaria has been acknowledged for her noble contributions towards upliftment of the society and has been awarded by the Lieutenant Governor Jammu and Kashmir for intensive youth development work in the state. It is the children associated with her NGO whose performances we just saw. I'd also like to invite Mr. Rajinder, without whose help these performances would not have been possible. And now I'd like to invite National President FPA India, Dr. Ratnamala Desai, to please come up on stage and felicitate the young kids to begin with. Thank you so much. तालियां रुकनी नहीं चाहिए. Every child deserves a thunderous applause. आवाज कुछ धीमी करें. ये बच्चे हैं आदित्य, खुशी, वीरमा, चिंटू, सोनी, विष्णु, राधा, सत्यम, दीपू, अमरिंदर, सागर, नीतू, कोमल, रजनी, संजना, दीक्षा, नेहा, नंदिनी, गौरी, अमृता. Please continue with the applause. I would also request you to please felicitate Mr. Rajinder. I'll also request Dr. Kalpana Apte to please come up on the stage and felicitate Ms. Manjula Sularia. Mr. Rajinder, please. A big hand to Mr. Rajinder. Time for the second lucky tip now. अपने दिल थाम के बैठिए.
So time for second lucky dip, and rules remain the same. The row is E, and the seat number is 6. Anyone? If nobody on 6, then 7. So Lalit gets the second dip. So ladies and gentlemen, today children provide us with our greatest incentive, and they are our greatest inspiration, leading by example. Great imagination, unconstrained by limitations they are yet to confront. A mother inquired from her 5-year-old daughter what was troubling her. The girl said, I can't decide what to draw because I can't decide what I'm going to become when I grow up. So mom said, you can do whatever you want when you grow up. She said, I know, but I can't decide whether to become a pilot, prime minister, join the army, or be a CEO. We'll never quite realize the last of our children's ambitions, but we have the obligation to ensure that these remain as real as possible, the way they have been imagined by them. If music be the flute of love, play on. Team Arma for you once again.
Hello, namaskar.
Good evening once again.
let's have a big round of applause for Team Arma. And ladies and gentlemen, we are on with we've got Corner Call coming to you by Ram and Lakshman. And that's just getting ready. And we have Mr. Ashik giving a song. After that, we'll have Corner Call by Ram and Lakshman Kapoor.
Now, as we move towards the end of the event, I'd like to recite the last stanza of the poem that I was reciting earlier. तुम क्रिकेट भी अपनी देखो और मैं सीरियल अपना लगाऊंगी. थोड़ा हाथ बटा देना जब मैं किचन में जाऊंगी. सब मिलकर साथ करने की हम में ये भी तो क्वालिटी है. हम साथ खड़े हैं एक दूजे के, हल ही जेंडर इक्वालिटी है. तुम भी नए से हो जाओ अब और नई सी मुझे उम्र दो ना. तुमने कहा था हम एक ही हैं, बस यूं ही जीवन बसर होना. बैक टू आशिम जी.
दीवाना लेके आया है दिल का, दीवाना लेके आया है दिल का. देखो भैया भुगला मरेगा मेरा दीवाना लेके आया
Thank you.
Thank you, Ashwini, but before you go, so the lucky table number 3, this time the rules are a little different. Whatever seat number comes, we will not go upwards, we will go downwards. The row number is F. And the seat number is 23. F23. F22, F21, F20. So F23 and the prize goes to F19. So we have Konak Hall now and then a few felicitations.
Yes, now I'd like to invite the twins, Ram and Lakshman, students of class 12 Rishi Valley School, to present Konak Hall, the art form of verbal percussion. Ram and Lakshman. Check the mic.
Hello. Hello. Mic check. Hello. Hey, before we start, I'd like to say something about what Konak-Hall is. And it's true that it's the verbal onomatopoeic form of percussion, but what it more simply is applied mathematics. Let me tell you how. With all percussive art forms, at least in classical music, what the artist does is that they present specific rhythmic sequences, mathematical patterns, set to specific time cycles. And these visualizations, if you will, of time and numbers are what are called yatis and gatis and a lot of names. And an example of such would be Gauchayati or a reduction pattern. Along with representation of 3 in the cycle or this sum. Or 4. And something a little more complicated, let's say. The representation of 4 in 3. Taka, dimi, taka, jonu, taka, dimi, taka, jonu, taka, dimi, taka, jonu, taka, dimi, taka, jonu, jonu, taka, jonu, and so on. And all of these elements will be presented in something that I have composed and will be performing with Lakshman tonight. Thank you.
Kita
tam ta digin ta ta kita ta digin ta digin ta dingin ta dingin ta kita ta digin ta kita digin ta kita tam ta digin ta kita ta digin ta dingin ta dingin ta kita ta digin ta digin ta kita.
Spellbinding. So, ladies and gentlemen, one big round of applause for Ram Lakshman, the proud mama and the proud grandparents who are sitting there. And I think we are proud to be in a country where Ram and Lakshman are. It's so wonderful to hear them do what they are doing.
And now I'd like to request Dr. Kalpana Apte to please come and felicitate the boys. Thank you so much. And now I request Mr. Vinod Kapoor to please come up and felicitate our guests from Family Planning Association Mumbai headquarters. This team took out the time from their very busy schedules and helped in coordination of the event today. Our sincerest gratitude to them. So I'd call Ms. Amita Dhanu, the Deputy Director General Programs. Dr. Nilesh Patil, Director Adolescents. I'd also request Mr. Praveen Goyal to please come up on stage to felicitate. Mr. Himanshu Bharti, Technical Program Manager. Ms. Sanjana, Assistant Director, Governance and Management.
May I request Ms. Palika Monga to come up, please? gone. Sir, please. May I request Mr. Ashim Nagpal to come up, please? And then someone you've been hearing whole evening, and once the request was made, she never said no. So this one is for Nidhi. Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, let's join hands today to believe in gender equality and work towards the promotion of same to give our children a much better world to live in. He leads from the front. His positivity is contagious. His humility rubs on you. Something to emulate. May I request our immediate past president, Family Planning Association, Mr. Vinod Kapoor, for the expression of gratitude.
Good evening, friends. First of all, I thank Shri Vijayawardhan, IAS, our chief guest for the function, to have been with us during this SUNAHRI SHAM. Thank you very much, sir. Thanks to FPA President Dr. Rasmala Desai for having traveled all the way from Dharwad, along with the better half, Dr. Desai, to grace the occasion. Thanks to our team from headquarters in Mumbai, Dr. Kalpana Apte, and our 4 other members along with that. Thanks to FPI general managers and volunteers from 20 branches who are here, who are doing the booting also, who were here on a 3-day training program and joined us. Thanks to Ashim Nagpal, who on my request came from Ludhiana to oblige us and render 2 melodious songs. Thanks to Prasanth Chetas Foundation, led by Manjula and her team, who performed for us on relevant social issues, especially gender equality. Thanks to the band and all the artists under Dr. Arun Kant, a physician by profession, and spending time with us on the music. Thanks to Ram and Lakshman for having provided a new idea based on some Carnatic musical thought and applied mathematics. Thanks to the management of Tego Theatre and the team for all arrangements on sound and lighting. Thanks to the 2 MCs, Kalna Lok Batra and Nidhi, for conducting the stage. Thanks also to all the donors who have contributed to make this event a success. Thanks to all those in the audience, and if I have left anyone individually, please apologize. My apologies to you. Thank you very much and have a good evening.
Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoyed SUNAHRI SHAM today as much as we enjoyed putting it together for you. Thank you for taking out time and to be with us this evening. Dil se aapka sabka dhanyawad. We from Family Planning Association of India are grateful. Signing off now, wishing you a very, very happy Diwali and wonderful times ahead. Thank you so much. At this stage, I'll request Mr. Vijayawardhan, our chief guest, to come on the dais for a group photograph with all the participants. All participants, please come on the dais. And we request everyone connected to Family Planning Association, please come up on the dais to have a group photograph. Please come, we have 20 branches visiting us. Please come on the dais, we all